what's going on, cats and kittens? You know who it is. Madman here. And I'm back with another tutorial video. And this time on a question that I've been getting asked a lot, especially probably since the beginning of this this series and this channel. So that question is greaser, rockabilly, casual and formal wear. But before I get into it, I want to make note on something. This isn't going to be a video that's going to tell you every kind of shirt you can get, every type of pair of pants you can get, or all the little things that you can do. Okay? This is just for reference, to give you a reference point, show you some of the stuff I have and what I wear and how I like to pair things together. And the rest is, for you guys to figure out as you go along and experiment with. You dig? Yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the shoes and work my way up. Alright? When it comes to shoes, you can go with things like penny loafers. I used to have a couple pairs. I don't anymore. But you can go with the old school penny loafer. You can even do like a black and white saddle shoe if it's a little bit more casual and not like super dress. For like the super formal dressing, you might want to go with a pair of wingtips. Now these are my old wingtips from high school. They need a little bit of work. I haven't worn them in quite a while. And they need new shoelaces. Because the other ones, they think they broke, or I don't know why I don't have them. I really don't remember. But anyway, good pair of wingtips. Always classy, always does the trick. You go with a pair of all black or black and white, and hopefully soon enough I can get a pair of black and white wingtips, because I've always wanted some. You can always go with a pair of black and white dress shoes like so. Very inexpensive, doesn't cost a whole lot of money. Not the most comfortable in the world, just like the wingtips, but when you're going out for like a formal occasion, you want to look your best, you want to look sharp. Now, there's, like a boatload of other types of shoe alternatives you can wear, and I'm not going to go into all of them tonight because I'm saving that for a video, like a greaser, rockabilly shoe, alternative to boots and Chuck sneakers. So be looking for that. Oh, also before I go any farther, just want to let you guys know, I put up 2 new designs, so go ahead, check those out real quick. Ooh, I've put a lot of hard work into these. I've been learning a lot about digital art and applying my cartooning to the digital side to make everything, more crisp, clean, and to make some really kick-ass designs. So I've got a boatload more ready to go, and we'll be uploading those throughout the next couple of months, and of course still creating more stuff. It all goes to help the channel. Those that have gotten some really cool shirts, posters, and things like that, thank you very much. You're helping out the channel. You're keeping this thing alive, keeping it growing. So I really want to say I appreciate it and keep rocking on. Alright, on to the pants. Now, for your pants, I personally like to keep real standard on the colors. I like to do like a tan, khaki kind of, color. I like to go with like navy blue, black, and like a dark or light gray. I always stick with the whites, the blacks, the grays, the tans. I keep it real basic. Nothing too crazy or out there. I really don't go for that personally. So as you can see here, I've got a pair of the tan, a pair of the grays, and a pair of the blacks. Now, on the sizing, you can have a pair that are a bit snug, so they, are a little bit tighter fitting to your body. Or you can go with like that 40s, 50s, hepcat or, pachuco, zoot suitor look. That all plays very much into the style, and a lot of cats do it even to this day. So you can go with the tighter fit, or you can go with the looser fit. It don't really matter. It's, again, all preference and experimentation, whatever you dig. Alright, so let's get into the shirts. Now with the shirts, you can have a little bit more variation. I definitely do. And you also have to think about whether it's a formal event or if it's more of a casual event that you just want to dress nice for. You can go with a nice shirt like this with a zipper. It's got a decent collar. And it's got the lines in it. It's got texture to it. I really dig it. Kind of a 50s style shirt. I've had it since high school. I've always dug this shirt, and I do wear it from time to time. It keeps me nice and cool, especially for the summer hot weather. So you can go with a shirt like that. You can go with like your all black, come on, short sleeve shirt or some variation. You can go with the, with like the checkered shirts as well. Or you can go with like this black checkered shirt that I have. Goes real good with the grays. I really, really like this shirt, especially with my gray or my khaki pants. Then you can go ahead and get into bowling shirts. Bowling shirts are always classy. Very, very cool. They'll keep you nice and cool in the summer. Short sleeve, two-tone. This one's black and gray. Definitely need to get some more bowling shirts, especially ones that fit me. I bought this when I was a bit heavier, so I've lost some weight in between there. My weight always fluctuates depending on how active I am and what I'm up to. But you can go with like a red and black, a blue and black, red and white, black and white. It don't really matter, as long as you can match it to a pair of pants or something like that. And then you can go with like a long sleeve, like red or blue, shirt, button-up shirt. I'm wearing the black one right here, as you can see. One little tip, and it's reminding me to do the same thing myself. One of the tips I can give you is before you go out, before you get your clothes cleaned or whatever, iron them. Now, I don't wear these on a regular basis, and if I do, I always, wash them and put them under the iron and make sure all the, the creases are crisp and everything looks good, because you want to be sharp. Good presentation, I know. Madman, why not just jeans and boots and leather jackets and all that? Well, you don't always want to go around looking like a greasy hood, right? Especially if you're going out with a girl, going dancing, going to a show or something like that. You want to look sharp. You want to put in a good presentation. You dress a bit nicer. Now, what about if it's kind of cold out and you want to, keep a bit warm? You can go with like a trench coat if you like. I personally go with a pea coat, which is like this. It's very thick, it's very heavy, it's pretty good quality. It always keeps me warm in the winter when I do dress a bit nicer, which is very rare. But I always prefer the pea coat. I always go for the black pea coat. I just think it looks really cool, and I really dig it. It's that old World War II, Navy, U.S. Navy type sailor thing, and I dig it. Now, onto the hats. You can always go with, like a flat cap, like such. It always looks real nice. It always goes real good what you're doing. Or you can always go with like a fedora or some kind of a soft hat. I always dig wearing the soft hats. I think I like these a little bit more than the flat caps. I have a couple of flat caps, but I always dig the soft hats as well. And as you guys have seen in my video about soft hats or hats for greasers, you see that I have a couple myself. Hair's fucked up. Gotta fix that shit. Damn. Oh, it's still going. So let's go on to accessories. If you have jewelry, like some kind of a cool medallion or something you want to wear on a chain, some kind of a necklace, you can go ahead and wear that. Kind of keep the shirt open a bit, show it off, show a little bit of chest. Nothing wrong with that. Pop your collar up slightly. You're good to go with that. If you got rings, go ahead and put rings on. Nothing wrong with rings. I wear them all the time. And now when it goes to belts, you don't really want one of your thick, big buckle belts or anything like that. I would suggest just kind of a thin dress belt. Nothing real fancier out there. Go with that. If you don't want to wear a belt, you can get a pair of suspenders. So, like, for instance, I'm wearing a black button-up shirt. I might go with white suspenders just for the contrast and the pop. Also, if you want to get more of that kind of swinging 40s, early 50s look, you can kind of go with the Pachuco zoot suit style and get the big long chain and hook that on as well. It's a good accessory. It's always real cool. And you'll see that in like the Southern California area. I've seen a lot of greasers and rockabilly cats that definitely rock the chain. So I always thought that was kind of cool, Okay, so to wrap this thing up, My best advice to you is stick with the basics. Shop around a little bit. If you can get some of the old school retro stuff, you can check out eBay or thrift stores is a great way to find deals. But you know, your basic big box stores where they sell clothes and other merchandise, you'll probably find most of that kind of stuff there. And it's a lot of it's seasonal, so you know, be checking it out, be looking for the deals and the prices, things like that. What I may do is I may do some product deals and find some stuff like on, you know, Amazon and put some links up and have you guys check out what I found. But basically, maniacs, you gotta experiment. You know, not everything is for everybody. Some of you might like certain color schemes over other color schemes. It don't really matter. Just try things out. You know, look at your clothes, look at what you like, look at what matches. Try to color coordinate a bit. Learn what colors work with each other and they contrast, complement each other, and the way you wear them and stuff. And a good tip for you guys is look at some of like, you know, your rock and rollers from like the 50s and look at them when they weren't maybe wearing jeans or stuff like that. Look at them when they were gussied up and they, you know, had their hair all looking right and they got the open collar, you know, shirts and everything like that, and they're out there looking like hepcats and shit like that. So kind of look back at the 50s and like the late 40s and look at what cats were wearing and try to mimic that. I mean, hell, that's what we did. Like, again, I always say, when we started, there wasn't a whole lot of information here on the internet. We had to learn by doing. It was all word of mouth. And, you know, an older guy would say, hey, you know, try this, look into this. And you go look into it and go, oh, shit, okay, cool. I mean, hell, most of us didn't even know what the names of things were called back then. Gotta love technology. So anyway, those are my tips, just to give you guys a reference point, where to start, what to look into, and some ideas. And it's up to you guys to experiment and grow from there. So as always, if you don't know, get a clue, get a brew, get a rock and roll tattoo. Hang loose, be safe, see you in the next video. Madman's out.